So I've been gone for a while, like a very long time, but we're back. We're gonna get straight into this video. No bullshit. We're gonna be talking about a certain YouTuber called the Skipper. Now this guy is literally no different from Andreas Lefraser 2.0. Now I've made dozens of videos talking about Andreas Lefraser 2.0, but this guy is just as deluded because I used to watch his content. I'll admit I used to watch his content, but over the past year, he's become more delusional every single time I watch him. Every single time I watch this guy, he just becomes more delusional. I used to be kind of a fan, but I'm not a fan of him at all anymore because he's become he's become a complete moron, and just doesn't know anything about boxing. Like literally nothing about boxing. Like literally, he's a casual. He's the definition of a casual. It's this the Skipper. No wonder he made more YouTube boxing content than real boxing content. I'm not gonna talk shit because I made more YouTube boxing content in my days. But literally, we're not even gonna talk about that community. But literally, we're gonna get straight into it. The Skipper is a complete and utter moron. We're gonna disprove his points, his arguments. We're gonna get into it because he made some stupid points in this video. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Oh, I forgot the context. He makes the video talk about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, why it's a bad idea. Now this fight got announced like a week ago. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't agree with the fight happening because I don't think it benefits Jake in any way because, okay, so you beat an old man. That doesn't really get you that much benefits. But if he loses, it's gonna be even worse because you lost an old man. So I don't really like the fight happening because of that. But I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna hate on Jake Paul for taking the fight because this is a tough fight for Jake. I know it's gonna be a tough fight for Jake. This is fucking Mike Tyson we're talking about. Even at 58, 57, he's still a tough test for Jake Paul. You can't argue that. You cannot argue that. Mike Tyson, even at 57, 50, oh, for fuck's sake, even at 57, 58, it's a tough fight for Jake Paul and you cannot argue that. So this guy, this complete and utter clown, doesn't know anything about boxing. I'm starting a little bit, but I'm being serious. This complete clown knows nothing about boxing. Okay, let's just go back a bit.
Great fight. Jones and Roy Jones just lost a fucking old man and nobodies. Like, for example, every great boxer started their career with bums, which is a true statement, but that does not apply here with Jake Paul. And let me explain to you why.
Okay, so he brings up a stupid fucking argument in a minute, but let me just let the video continue playing out.
Guys that great fighters of modern times fight, like for example, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford. Those guys, the ones they fight early in their careers, they're bums. But those journeymen that these great fighters fight early in their careers, they're not elderly for one.
Okay,
and number two,
this is a stupid fucking argument because, okay, so you bring a, oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, let me just go back a bit.
They're bums. But those journeymen that these great fighters fight early in their careers, they're not elderly.
Okay, so he brings up the elderly argument, but okay, so 33, okay, that's what you're saying is in your prime, yeah? 35 is not that like, okay, so saying 33 is any different from 35. It's a 2-year fucking difference, bro. It's a 2-year fucking difference, bro. Literally. Andre August and Ryan Paul, for fuck's sake. Andre August and Ryan Paulins were both 35. This guy this example they bring to Tony Crawdron, this guy who's allegedly a bum, this guy's like 33, 35, 2 years. 2 years is not a difference. You're comparing this guy who's 33 to 35 August, Andre August. What is the difference between 35 and 33? This whole age argument in boxing just pisses me off because you guys have no logic. What is the difference? 35 and 33 are basically the same. Anything above 38, fine, I'll give it to you. That's pretty old. Anything above 38. But anything below 38, for fuck's sake, anything below 38 is not that fucking old, bro. It's not that fucking old, bro. It's honestly not that fucking old. Anything below 38 is not that fucking old. Just shut the fuck up, honestly. Shut the fuck up.
For one. And number two, they actually fight.
Okay, this whole argument is also dumb as well because those guys were literally cruiserweights. Ryan Bullins was a cruiserweight. Yes, he kind of fought at light heavyweight a little bit before Jake Paul, but that was in his earlier career. Like when he was like in his first few fights, but he did fight cruiserweight at some points of his career. No, majority of his fights were cruiserweight because anything above 175 pounds is cruiserweight. So he fought above 175 pounds, which is cruiserweight. So that is technically cruiserweight. You can't talk shit. That is technically cruiserweight, bro. Shut the fuck up, honestly. That is technically cruiserweight, bro. Oh, my neck is killing me. But literally, anything above 175 pounds is basically cruiserweight. Technically cruiserweight, technically. anything above 175 pounds is technically cruiserweight, which they both fought at. Because I remember Ryan Borland's fights were like 176, 180. That's cruiserweight. Same with Andre August's fights. They were both cruiserweights. They were both natural cruiserweights at the exact same weight as Jake Paul. There's no excuses. I'm sorry. Andre August was the same way as Jake Paul. Ryan Borland was the same way as Jake Paul. You cannot make excuses. That argument is completely I just killed your argument, mate. I've got proof. I'll be willing to send proof. I'll be, oh, for fuck's sake. I'll be willing to send proof to you in the Discord or something. If you just give me a Discord and I'll send proof to you. I will legit send proof that they fought at those weights. But literally, this guy is a complete and utter moron.
Their weight class. Those are two details that Jake Paul leaves out of every single one of his opponents because
literally, what is the difference between a 35-year-old and a 33, 32-year-old? It's only a 2-3 year difference, you fucking retards. It's a fucking 2-3 year difference, you fucking stupid retard. There's literally no fucking difference, bro. No fucking difference at all. Shut the fuck up, you fucking retards. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for because you know nothing about the sport. You're saying Mike Tyson is not a tough test for Jake Paul? What the fuck? You know nothing. You're a complete and utter casual. You are no different from the fan on Twitter. You know that guy, the fan of KSI. You're no different from that guy. You're just as retarded. You're brain dead. Honestly, fuck this guy. Honestly.
Horrified that the same thing that happened to him with Tommy Fury is going to happen again. Tommy Fury.
You're acting as if Mike Tyson would destroy. For fuck's sake. You're acting as if Mike Tyson would destroy you. For fuck's sake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a bit heated, but this guy just knows nothing, bro. Again, bro. When you're a pro boxer in your first 9 fights, you have to fight bums. That's the logic that you guys said. So he's doing that. Your first 10 line fights, you have to fight bums, which is exactly what Jake Paul's doing. In his first 10th fight, he fought Ryan Borland, who was 17-2 with a good record. Yes, he's a bum still, but he's still got a decent record, and he still should realistically beat Jake on paper because Jake Paul's only been boxing for 5 years. Ryan Borland's been doing it since for like nearly 20 years, basically. So it's like, yeah.
He's not good, and look at what he did to Jake Paul. So how do we know that some 5 and fucking 7 pro boxer can't do the same thing to Jake Paul? You know, on a side note, we may not all like Tom.
Literally, then there's no fucking difference. The records, the guys that Jake Paul fought would beat Jordan Grant. No, the guys Jake Paul fought would definitely beat some of Tommy Fury's opponents and would definitely beat some of Vidal Riley's opponents.
Tommy Fury, but he's the real winner.
Which are 2 people you rate so highly, bro. 2 people you rate so highly, well, especially Vidal Riley. But literally, it's crazy. I saw you fucking, this retard right here was fucking sucking off Vidal Riley on Twitter. Yeah, fuck yourself. Honestly, this guy knows nothing. This guy right here was sucking off Vidal Riley on Twitter. It's honestly just embarrassing. I like Vidal Riley, but he's just a bit overrated sometimes, I swear. Vidal Riley's got to be, oh fuck's sake. But Vidal Riley's got to be the most, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry, guys. This video's all over the place and it's a bit ugh. But Vidal Riley's got to be the most overrated fighters in boxing. He's got to be the most overrated fighters in boxing because he's not fought anyone. Yes, he's a good fighter. He's a good boxer. I think he definitely beat Jake Paul easily. But he's not gonna. But it's like he's only fought bums. Vidal Riley's only fought bums. And he's had more amateur fights. Yeah, he's still fought bums. In his first 10-9 fights. How many fights he's had? He's 10-0 now. But all of his fights were against guys he knew he could beat easily. Even the last fight, the fucking 12-4 guy, wherever the fuck that guy was, the guy who was like 12-1 or something. But that guy, I'm pretty sure that fight was like not even competitive. It was like 10 rounds, but Vidal Riley was beating him every single round. It wasn't even a competitive fight. Because even though the guy was like 12-1, 12-0, whatever, the guy didn't even win a round in that fight, I don't think. I watched the fight. He didn't even win a round, I don't think. I remember Vidal Riley was dominating him every single round. From round 1 to round 10. He was dominating him. The guy didn't even win a round. I mean, that just shows a lot about Vidal Riley's competition.
And all this. He put KSI in a state of denial and he gave Jake PTSD.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you retard, bro. Fuck yourself, honestly. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. And just fuck you. Dude. And again, Mike Tyson at 57 is still a big test for Jake Paul. He's a big fucking test for Jake Paul. Yes, he's older, but he's still got the size advantage because Jake Paul fights at 199. This guy, Mike Tyson, fights at like 220. 20 pounds. Mike Tyson fights at 220. Jake Paul fights at 190, 199, 200 pounds. So that's 20 pounds he fights. That's a 20-pound difference. That is a legit 20-pound difference between the two. Yes, Jake Paul's taller, but he's still got the height disadvantage and he's got the experience disadvantage because he's only been boxing since 2018. Mike Tyson's been boxing since fucking 90s. So it's like, he literally, legit. Like, literally. So obviously Mike Tyson's going to be a better boxer than Jake Paul. Jake Paul might, I think Jake Paul would probably beat Mike Tyson, but it's definitely not going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be like a Nate Robinson, Andre August type SKO. It's going to be similar to the Woodley fights and the Silver fight, where he just beats him on a decision, Jake Paul. I mean, I would like to him to knock out Mike Tyson, just so it could just like give him that like credibility a little bit, even though he will probably, I don't think he'll get it because everyone's going to be counting on him saying, oh, you knocked out a legend, you shouldn't have done that, and you know, it's going to be annoying. But it's like, yeah, you just have to deal with it. But it's like, I don't get it. You're saying that Mike Tyson wouldn't be a test for Jake Paul when Jake Paul's not even boxing for like, okay, let me just repeat myself. I'm sorry, I'm just starting over this. You're saying Mike Tyson wouldn't be a test for Jake Paul. You're saying Mike Tyson would not be a test for Jake Paul when Jake Paul's only been boxing for 5 years. Oh my days. Oh my god, I'm gonna rip this man to bits. You're saying Mike Tyson isn't a test for Jake Paul when Jake Paul's only been boxing for has only been boxing for 6 years? Holy shit. This guy knows nothing about boxing. I'm gonna rip this man to bits. This guy knows nothing. You're saying Mike Tyson is not a tough test for Jake Paul? You are fucking retarded. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. I'm gonna debate you one day. I'm gonna disprove your logic. You fucking retard. Fuck you, you dumb moron. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Just fuck you, dumb fucking cunt. You fucking spasticated. Oh, fuck's sake. You fucking spasticated. Oh my god. This guy, I will admit, he's got me annoyed. He's got me fucking annoyed. The guy's got me fucking annoyed. But we're just gonna continue with the video because it's got like fucking. Oh, I don't know how much more after this is fucking retard, honestly.
Anyways, back on topic. Yeah, this fight's a fucking terrible idea because Mike is an old ass man. He was in a wheelchair 2 years ago, and
so he'd still fuck you up, you retard.
Jake's gonna stop him, and Jake's credibility is not.
You're not gonna fucking stop him, you dumb fuck. Mike Tyson, I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson is bigger than Jake Paul. Weight-wise. Height-wise, Jake Paul might be bigger, but weight-wise, Mike Tyson is way bigger than Jake Paul. And Jake Paul's going to be going up to heavyweight, I believe. Jake Paul is going to have a disadvantage in weight and experience. He should win this fight. He's got the age, he's got the experience disadvantage, and he's got the weight size difference disadvantage because Mike Tyson is a natural heavyweight. Jake Paul's a natural cruiserweight. So they're in two completely different weight classes. Jake Paul fights a cruiserweight. Mike Tyson fights a pure heavyweight. Like 230, 240. So imagine on the fight night, there's going to be a huge difference in weight. So Mike Tyson should win this fight. You're saying Mike Tyson isn't a tough test. Okay, you're saying Mike Tyson, I've repeated myself, but you're saying Mike Tyson is not a tough test for Jake Paul when Jake Paul's not even boxing for 7 years. Are you retarded? Are you dumb? And you're getting me annoyed. I'll admit, this guy's got me annoyed. But it's like, oh, he's going to be laughing at me as well. But it's like, fuck this guy, honestly. This guy knows nothing. He's a casual. He's a literal fucking casual of the sport. This guy fucking just, oh, fuck's sake. We're going to end it here, but fuck this guy, man. Fuck everything he stands for. We're going to debate this guy one day. This guy is no difference from fucking Andres Fraser 2.0 dumb. But fuck this guy, honestly. Fuck him, honestly. Fucking spasticated retard, honestly. Fuck this guy.